Okay, so the problem with doing a video with the cell phone is telephone calls. So I was right in the middle of talking about unique properties of water when I got a phone call and it shut off. So I'm going to pick that back up again, and we were talking about how water has some unique qualities, and we had said that it exists in three states, depending on the temperature, everything from a solid ice to a liquid to water vapor. I mean, if you were in the desert and it's 35, or, when it's 105 degrees, 110, 120 degrees, the water that is liquid quickly becomes a gas. So at all of these temperatures that occur on Earth, water, depending on the temperature, it exists in a different state. And that just doesn't happen with other substances. We then said that water floats because it has this weird crystal structure where it is less dense when it's a solid than it is when it's cold water. It has a high specific heat, and it beads up. It sticks together and sticks to other substances. And this is because it's polar. It's something to do with the molecule. The molecule has one end that the electrons love, and they spend a whole lot of time up there. And then the other end where the electrons aren't as happy, so they don't spend as much time down there. So you have this partial negative charge at one end and a less negative or more positive charge at the other end. And that means the water molecules the negative part of one molecule will stick to the positive part of another molecule. And so that causes the water itself to stick together and to stick to other surfaces. The terms for that is cohesion and adhesion. And because of that, because the molecules are attracted to each other and they start vibrating, as you add heat to them, that's what molecules do, they still are stuck, and it takes a lot of heat for them to bounce away from each other. And so it takes a lot of heat to boil water. And that's the boiling temperature is the temperature at which the liquid molecules eventually break apart and become gas, molecules of water gas. And I talked about how, because of that, London has a very mild climate. When I lived in New England for a while. I've lived a lot of places. When I lived in Gloucester, Massachusetts, right on the coast of Massachusetts, my sister was coming up to visit in June. And I told her, from Virginia, where it's really hot, I told her to bring sweaters and long pants, blue jeans, because it's still cold up there in New England. And she didn't believe me, and she came up there in early June. We ended up going just a little bit further north into Maine, to Freeport, Maine, where LL Bean is. And it was actually snowing, and she only had shorts. But all of this is because of the water that's in the area there. And once the water cools down, it takes a lot of energy to heat it back up. And so summer is delayed, and then it hangs on into fall. Okay, so I'm going to go on and stop there, and then we'll start talking about potable water, and that's drinking water, water that is safe to drink.